We're going to move into the men's hockey team. St. Cloud State, they face off against Boston University tomorrow at noon. Now the game got moved up due to Notre Dame and Boston College being canceled. So Boston College awaits the winner of this game. Kind of just quickly going over it here. Do the Huskies have a chance to break the 2-game losing streak in the first round?
It's gonna depend on what Huskies show up. Is it gonna be the Huskies that we've seen for almost all of the season, or is it going to be the playoff Huskies? So, I mean, it's all going to depend on that. But where they're at, it's a very winnable region for them because I think that, no coast is the best coast, first off. And, I mean, just they're a lot more physical than they have been in years past. A lot of times they use that Olympic sheet of ice to their advantage. Yeah. But then they're kind of scared to, play physically, get checks, and stuff like that. And so, but this year, I think that the bubble helped because the first half of their season, they were playing
on a smaller sheet of ice.
Yeah, and it didn't matter if it was home or away. It was the exact same. So, I mean, I think that really helped them. And I think that if they can show up, they can go to the Frozen Four.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get off to a better start than they did in the NCHC playoffs against Colorado College. I mean, it took them a while to get going in that game. So if they come out slow like they did, and they've come out slow in those other 2 tournament games where they've lost. So I think they've got to get a goal early to kind of get that momentum and energy flowing, because if they let Boston U get an early goal, I think that could derail them. Like, that's what's happened in those past 2 games. Like, Air Force scored early, and then AIC scored early, and St. Cloud was just playing from behind the whole game, trying to play catch-up. I think the Huskies got to try to find and get something early.
Yeah,
they got to get good goaltending. Right. I mean, Rennick has been iffy.
You don't know what you're going to get out of him. I mean, we've been pretty critical as everyone around here, I'd say, and I think he knows that he needs to play well. I think
it's also just the defense too. The defense is sometimes playing up a little too much, I think, and they give a lot of breakaways away. So.
Right, and Rennick, honestly, on the breakaways has been good this year. It's been kind of those zone times where they get into the zone and set up, where sometimes you just kind of see the goal coming, and it usually goes in, even if the defense is good, or if it isn't. There's been games where the defense has been horrible. In that first Duluth game up in Amsoil a few weeks ago, the start March, the defense was non-existent in front of him. We've seen, like, the North Dakota game. That was just a complete meltdown in the end, in the championship for the Frozen face-off. That was just a complete team meltdown in the third period. Going into this, though, I think there's a lot less pressure. They're playing, I would say, the best team they faced in the NCAA tournament the last 3 goes around, or the last 2 goes around, I guess, not including this one. I do think they win this, though. I think that the East Coast isn't that good. I think Boston College is not that good as a 1 seed in this region either.
Yeah.
I just think that St. Cloud gets it done, and
maybe that helps them too, because now that they have to play Boston U,
they
got to come to play. Like, they can't say, "Oh, we're playing a 4 seed."
Yeah, they have to show up.
Yeah, they have to show up. This is a level of competition that's going to be pretty close, so it's going to be a pretty even game.